Peace and blessings to the family. Love and light. It's your brother. Salute to the guys and the goddesses in the house. All right. I shade Black Power. This is Omnivision EDU. All right. Black News 720. We've been doing this thing for 7+ years now. It's pretty much independent research and journalism. And so that's what we own, family. All right. Scientific literacy and historical literacy for indigenous peoples, for native peoples. All right. And we already know about the Atlantic slave trade, the Arabic slave trade, the Trail of Tears with the Indians. So we know about slavery, colonialism, and the impact it has made on society and history. All right. And so our focus on this channel is to address the things that the mainstream, worldview doesn't like to acknowledge or address. All right. So we were taught certain things in school, but we all know there's education outside of school that goes beyond what was taught in school. And so we have the Omnivision EDU. All right. And I'm your host, family. All right. So I shade peace and blessings to all the brothers and the sisters, the guys and the goddesses. We in the building. So today is just a simple little vlog. All right. We'll do a little vlog. And the vlog is titled The Destruction of the Black Family Structure. Now we've all tapped in and tuned in and seen Brother Omni building and mentioned the word umoju. All right. Umoju is Swahili for unity. All right. And this is Africanized culture, Pan-African culture. All right. We all know about it takes a village to raise a child. African proverb. All right. Again, Africanized culture, Pan-African RBG culture, showing the importance of community, family, and, the flow of the universe. The stars are grouped together in constellations. Technically, they are a family. A stampede of bison, you feel me? A family, you feel me? So, in nature, that's just the way that it is, for everything that exists, there's another thing that exists that's just like it, or that may be different, but may be a similar classification. Like we have a sun, but then we have stars, right? We have a planet, but then there's a solar system with other planets, all right? And so there's nothing that you can name that there's not more of, you feel me? Beings of the sky, beings of the land, beings of the sea. It's consistent straight out. So anyway, the main focus, like I said, is try to understand what's going on with my people, family. Like with the black man and the black woman, just being on social media and just seeing the threads and seeing people building about or tearing down, because there's a lot of tearing down. It ain't just, I say building because I like to look at my engagement as positive. But social media, we all know a lot of the time, it can be negative. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, conversations I've seen about women going in on men, you feel me? And then men going in on women about what they like and what they dislike. You feel me? Some of it I agree, some of it I don't agree. But I feel like no one individual is above the collective. Like if you in a group, if you in some type of, faction or organization, for everything to flow, for everything to work right, everybody got to be committed. Everybody got to be dedicated on the same page. And if one individual puts themselves above the group or above the collective, it's going to be negative because they're going to jeopardize and sacrifice everyone else. They're going to make a decision that's going to please themselves that's going to be beneficial for themselves, but it's going to be detrimental to everyone else. And that's what we see going on in the black community a lot. You know, I feel like, you know, it's going on with the black woman, you feel me? And some of that has to do with the black man not being in the household. But I've seen situations where the black woman didn't want the man in the household, the father of the children. And maybe she bring a new man in or whatnot, you know, that's not his children. He might deal with the woman, but he's not looking at those children like they're his. But anyway, I just want to understand, you know, the disconnect. You know, black men, we made black boys and black men. We made black girls and black women, right? My mother's black. My father's black. You feel me? You know, bless his soul. He just transitioned not too long ago. I love him. I miss him. And, you know, I always will remember him and just try to, you know, make him proud, man. So that's why I'm teaching, because my father was a teacher as well. So you already know. But no one person is above collective. That's what the government and everything. They're trying to do robots. They're trying to get robots in manufacturing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, industries is dealing with mass production. They're going to begin to take over jobs. And we know that the people who, they pay the taxes, you feel me? We pour back into the government. And so if you're having robots to take over the taxpayers' jobs, then there'll be no one to pour back into the government. And it's a smart scientific idea that, oh, I can use a robot for general labor, for whatever I need. But it's not smart to displace your community, your organization. You feel me? We're in the society. We're part of the society. So for individuals, for entities to make decisions that benefit themselves but shit on everybody else, it's going to be a no-brainer. It's just, there's a no-win. Like Jay-Z said, nobody wins when the family feuds. You feel me? If there's conflict, just like with the Bible, where they say a house divided against itself cannot stand. That's in the Bible, if you believe in the Bible. If you have a foundation or a structure in architecture and construction, if that foundation ain't right, that building gonna eventually collapse, all right? So we gotta be on the same page. We gotta understand that black men come from black women, right? And that black men and that black women produce black men, right? And that black men produce black women as well. Because I have two of them. I have two girls and two boys. So I'm a man, a black man, and I produce two black women. All right? And so without me and their mother, they wouldn't exist. But, you know, I'm a part of that equation. And so we need each other, and we can't shit on each other because, you know, we need each other. And that's just what it is. And so until we get on the same page, family, I just can't agree with happiness outside of togetherness, outside of community. Like, there is no happiness if you are happy by yourself and you made the kids sad. If you made, you know what I'm saying, your tribe sad and you're happy, that's no win in that family. That's dishonorable. And so I know we're from America, you know, it's a different culture, but there's different cultures around the world that wouldn't look highly upon that. And so anyway, we need to emphasize on community more in America. And we need to understand that working together is a must. The universe is based on working together. There's a such thing as called the unified field. It's called the unified field, and it's a merger of two forces, two fields that come together to make one field. And they call it the unified field. It's an electromagnetic field. And behind everything that lives, within everything that lives, there's an electromagnetic field, a heat energy that pretty much thermodynamically influences the cells to chemically respond and react. But when we don't have this heat energy, we're dead, all right? The heat energy is what keeps the body alive. It's nurturing the body. But when the heat energy is not there, it's not being produced, which is the electromagnetic field, the unified field, right, which is a part of modern science. We understand that there's a duality, just like the yin yang. We got the counter opposites. The universe is based on this concept of creation. And so you can't just try to make your own universe. You feel me? You can, but we all exist under the same sun and moon, family. So let's not get too spacey with it. I'm just saying, community is African culture. And broken families is not African culture. And so I just want to get y'all to look in the mirror, re-examine. That's what I do. I reflect. We call it reflection. And try to see what's wrong with the puzzle and put the right pieces in where they go. You feel me? But anyway, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, the OmniVision EDU 360. No, it's Omnis Natura 360 LLC. That's all caps. Money sign OMNIS NATURA 360 LLC. All right. And like I said, this is a black news platform, you know, and we're dealing with independent research and journalism. And then sometimes we vlog. You feel me? And I also produce music. So I know you guys, if you're familiar with the channel, you see there's music constantly going up. Those are tracks, instrumentals that I made, that I produced on my own, and it's something that I like to do. I enjoy doing it, and nobody got to force me to do it. I just do it because I like the sounds. I like creating something that didn't exist. I like being a child of the Most High, so I like to create. And so I welcome everybody to the channel, and to share, to like, to subscribe. And get more people over here, man, so we can build, man. Like I said, I want to spend more time with y'all, building and letting y'all in, you know what I'm saying, on the OmniVision, and, you know, my perspective and where I want to go with it. But anyway, you know, my spirituality is nature-based. I believe that nature is the divinity. And when you're talking about things being directly of the Creator, that's nothing that's more direct than nature. Nature is not of man. It was here before man existed. It provides the conditions and environment for man to exist. So we can write Bibles and documents and all of that. And so, yes, I believe that nature is the divinity. And that if my family would have had the Kemetic spiritual belief system of the Ankh, you know what I'm saying, which is the Africanized cross, which is on my arm, you see, it's an Africanized cross. It's called the Ankh. So it's just like the earth with the east and the west, the south and the north. You know, then you got the womb of the female, then you got the shaft of the male, right? And it shows the duality, just like yin and yang, but this is the African version, all right? And so anyway, I believe that Christianity was negative for my family, and that Christianity ruined my family. And I believe that Christianity was not the answer for us. And that in Christianity, when they teach that you put God above everybody, and you know, which is pretty much the church, if you in Christianity, you're real, you know, Bible thumper like that, then yeah, you probably subscribe to that, probably believe that, but I don't think that makes sense. Like the Bible says, you will know the tree by the fruit, right? So if an individual is putting other things, other people, above their family, what does that say about them? The people closest to them, this is how they treat those people. What does that say about that person? So I feel like Christianity destroyed my family because we didn't have the core values and, you know, the morals of, you know, being African descent. You know, we're colonized. You know, they call us African Americans. We over here in America, well, we look like the people in Africa. And so I feel all of this stuff that I'm doing, like teaching and focusing on the history and the science, is all relevant because every day you go out and you work, you know know what I'm saying? You working to pay off a debt that was put on you by the colonists. Stole the land, stole the resources. All right? And you feel like you earning an honest dollar, you know, but they didn't earn an honest dollar. They made the people work for free and paid them nothing. Paid them nothing. And so just understand, like even with the voting thing, people talking about vote and why you ain't voting and all of this. I'm like, man, listen, the country was not established by voting. It was established by the American Revolutionary War. All right, so there was fighting, there was violence, and there was people being forceful about what they want. You know, you don't go to your enemy asking for things. You know, they have no sympathy for you. They are out. You feel me? So they don't see you in that light. So there's no need to go to your enemy for sympathy or empathy. It doesn't make sense. So that's what I feel like voting is. Going to the enemy for sympathy or empathy. They feel like you're included, we're part of the, so I can vote, but then I can go out, just like I told y'all about the one store, when they stopped me at the corner store early in the morning. I was leaving from my homeboy, a little party, you know what I'm saying, it was his birthday or whatnot, so we kicked it, chopped it up, you know what I'm saying, I was leaving, going to the store, and I was headed back to the crib, but when I got to the store, and I went in and came out, the what is it? The alcohol APT something like that. Anyway, they deal with it's like alcohol patrol. Well, anyway, they was in an all black like Suburban. They pulled right behind me, man. Guy searched my car. It was two white men, and one of the white men told me that they seen me go in the store. So anyway, my point is they profiled me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey man, you seen other people going in the store. You didn't see me come out the store with alcohol, you know? Why did you feel that I was committing a criminal act? All it was stereotyping, you know what I'm saying? Or profiling, that's what they call it. It's a black male, you know, he's a criminal. You see the movies, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, you know what I'm saying? You see the rap music that he wanted in. And so that's what they did. Not knowing that, you know, I'm in the black history, I'm into education, science, I'm nerdy, I listen to the Neil deGrasse Tyson talk show podcast. Like, you know, I like nerdy things. But, you know, I got a heavy sports background, so I've done, you know, nigga stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But I'm into other stuff, you feel me? So anyway, they stereotyped me, thought they knew me, run my information. I ain't even really got no extensive record like that, you feel me? So anyway, yeah, they do that in America. Want you to vote, but when they see you black, you know what I'm saying? They automatically associate you with criminal activity. He's a criminal. But we're the ones who had the land stolen and was made slave. So I don't get that. I don't get it, how we're criminal. All right? You had Hitler, you know what I'm saying? And mass genocide of supposed to be in the Jewish people. Then you had another European man, what's his name, King Leopold of Belgium. He killed millions of Africans in about 2 years. I think it was 20 million Africans in 2 years. Sent by Queen Elizabeth I to go get ivory and other exports, resources that they had. So they exploited the people, and if you go online, you put in his name, King Leopold of Belgium, you'll see him next to families of Africans with chopped off limbs. The babies chopped off foot, chopped off hands, feet. You feel me? And so when they say that we're criminal, it makes no sense, family. It's just no comparison to what has happened in the past historically. You know, when we see a European person, we could automatically associate them with criminality. I don't do that, you know what I'm saying? But it would be matching their energy, you know? We're not criminal just because we're the indigenous peoples. You know, we're not criminal, we just got the land taken. And so anyway, you know, I'm here, family, to speak on balance. So, you know, I'm a Libra, and so I care about that. The universe put that in my energy to care about, resolution and solving some type of problems, especially intellectual, problems as well. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do, family. Love and light to everybody in the building. Ashe, the kings and the queens that's in the building. I really appreciate the love. So anyway, just enjoying my little day off. You feel me? I work just like everybody else. You feel me? I'm saying I've done a little, pretty much like, independent business, you know what I'm saying? Startup joint, I got active around the COVID. And I was already teaching, and I was learning about the herbs, Dr. Sebi cleansing and all that. And so I put some of that stuff into motion. I really liked it, really enjoyed it, very passionate about it. But it takes time to grow your brand. It takes time to grow your business. And it's just is what it is. It takes time for a seed to produce what it, the genetics of whatever it is. And so I already know how I go, man. But yeah, just striving, family. You feel me? I could be out here committing crimes, senseless, don't care about nobody. When people see me, I'm a big black man, you know what I'm saying? I'm scary, I'm a criminal probably, but I'm really none of those things. And that's what's funny. That's what's funny about it. You know what I'm saying? Like people figure, they see you and they figure they got you summed up. But I don't know who created that narrative that men who look like me are criminal. I think it's those movies though from the 90s though, like I said, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, shit like that. You feel me? It's them movies, man. And that's what got rap the way that it is. You feel me? But anyway, the point of the video is about focusing on the structure of black families. You know what I'm saying? I just seen my peoples not too long ago at my pop's funeral, and I was just telling them how, you know what I'm saying, I'm into the, the RBG Pan-African thing, and, I'm rooting for them because, they got back together, you feel me? They got kids or whatnot. And I told them that black love matters, and I'm rooting for y'all, and I hope everything, everything work out. So I'm not one of the people that's just trying to get up here, get attention. Most people that you see on the screen, they're trying to get attention to serve their own purpose. All I'm trying to do is promote my brand, promote what I'm doing, and make a positive influence on my community, on the society, and, the world, ultimately. And I feel like I'm doing a positive thing and other people can benefit from it. And I feel like other people benefit more than me. And so anyway, when I learn something, I want to share it. And so that's why I created OmniVision EDU so we could build. We can come off the grid, come together and build. And so that's what it's about, family. So I show you love and light to everybody in the building. The Queen Nicole perspective. I show you, Queen, I see you. I see, let me see. Share you out. Just curious, what's your brand? Oh yeah, Omnis Natura, love. It's Omnis Natura. It's Latin for all natural. 360 LLC. And pretty much dealing with health and wellness. You know what I'm saying? Detoxing, cleansing, herbs. You feel me? Like I said, I've been studying in chemistry, biology, you know what I'm saying, for 7 years now. Of course, it's independent. I didn't go to the traditional school or none of that. But I took college course classes on these scientific disciplines. But I did it on my own. And I wanted to get active with it. And so that's what I did. You feel me? I'm like, yeah, I learned this. It's dope what I'm doing. I like it. And I want to share with more people. So let me come up with something where I can be of service. And so that's what we did. Yes, ma'am. Nicole perspective. Yeah, welcome to the channel, love. Much love and light. I see. We here, we in the building. But yeah, I just wanted to build about this thing, this rivalry, love, that's going on in our community. I'm not getting it, like between the black men, but I believe it's social engineering, though. If you believe in social engineering, like, Like I just talked about with the movies from the 90s. Like you keep showing people the same thing repetitively, even if it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? It could be something that's not even true. But if they keep seeing it, keep hearing it, it's gonna program their brain. You feel me? So we got the radio, we got TV, all this media and all that. Light poles with electromagnetic signals coming off the poles, radiation. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of influences. The food, of course, the clothes that we be wearing, all of that, man. It's sorcery, really. But yeah, love, so that's what I did. I could have been a trucker. I could have just went and did something regular, but like I told my mother, that would have been unsatisfying to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a meaningful person, and I like to do things that mean shit. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that regular stuff don't mean shit to me. You know what I'm saying? You're serving a purpose that serves the earth no purpose, existence, creation, no animals, no trees, nobody benefiting but you. And so I'm just not with that type of thinking. That's just not me. So I'm on my solo for right now until I can come across the right persons, the right people who I feel like I can trust. You feel me? Because it's good to have people that you can, even if you like somebody, if you like something about them, you feel like they got admirable traits or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if I can't trust you, it's a dub. I don't care what type of traits you got. If I can't trust you, it's a wrap. I can't deal with that. That's trust. So loyalty, I know you don't know me, but loyalty is very important to me. Like loyalty to your loved ones, like the closest people to you. You know what I'm saying? That show you how you look at yourself and how you look at others. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the emoji, unity, Swahili for unity. And yeah, house divided against itself cannot stand. No, I'm not Christian, but there are wise words in the Bible because the Bible is it's pretty much, it's revised literature. That's what it is. It's ancient scripts of scribes who wrote thousands of years ago, different information about their civilization, their life experiences, and those stories were turned into the Bible as we know it. You know what I'm saying? The Torah, the Quran, the King James Bible, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Council of Nicaea, 325 AD, Roman Catholic Church, when they revised the books and they took out the 42 books of the Apocrypha, yeah, they felt they served the purpose of the message of the Holy Bible. And so, yeah, family, that's why I had to get into more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because I just hate to have somebody mental, like mental fuckery. Like, I hate that. I don't like that. Because I'm intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like people to play with my intelligence. And so, the family, unity is a part of the universe. Like the stars is family, the animals is family, the plants is different species. They group together as family. You know what I'm saying? They exist together. They're around other species, but they're with their own. And there's nothing wrong with loving your own. That's the way it's made. I don't know how the racism thing came into play. Like, everybody need to be loving their own. You ain't gotta hate on other people. You feel me? You ain't gotta hate on other people to love your own. Straight like that. So anybody who feel like I'm racist, I'm not. If you're on the channel and you've been observing what I'm doing and what I'm teaching, I just want to know the difference between the biology of melanated peoples and non-melanated peoples. You know what I'm saying? As far as the chemistry and immune responses to certain foods and stuff like that. And so that's not racist. You know what I'm saying? That's just wanting to know who I am and being aware of my surroundings. That's what consciousness, being woke, is all about. It's about that enlightenment. You feel me? So that's what we on. Peace and blessings to everybody in the building. Like I said, Omnis Natura 360 LLC. That's the cash app to show support to the channel, all right? And to the journalism that we're doing and the independent research that we're doing. And just for getting you guys some good content that's outside of the regular mainstream census, all right? And so we ain't gotta, be entertained or enter containment. We're trying to be freed and be liberated. And so when we come to Omnivision EDU, we're free, we're liberated, and hopefully, you can walk away with something that makes your life better, makes your day better. I share love and light. So yeah, I'm Brother Omnis. You know what I'm saying? This is the Omnivision EDU, the Black News Education, and like I said, black people, we're very soulful, very talented people, very special people. I remember back in the day when I was little, I moved to Dover Apartments off of South Center Street. And one of my first days, when I first moved to the neighborhood, I played football with some friends or some people that was out there. We ended up being cool or whatnot. But I seen a dude jump over a dude's head playing football, and the dude jumped, and when he jumped, he turned around and did a 360 in the air. The dude tried to tackle him, and the dude just jumped and turned all the way around in the air and just kept running. I'm like, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's what you call a genius. And then we in the project, you know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to have no money. We don't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? We uneducated, we ain't got nothing. But you got people with special abilities, talents like that. And so anyway, like I said, we are, and the guy wasn't nothing but like 5'3", but the guy was very athletic. He can dunk the ball and all that. But yeah, just like we are special people, man, but we're intelligent. I do believe we built the pyramids, you know what I'm saying? The people illustrated in the structures, you know what I'm saying? In the temples, their image of what they look like, the clothes that they wore. You feel me? So we don't have to really guess or question, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to question that, just investigate. And the people, they tell you who they are. You feel me? They're Nubians like us, like me, you feel me? And not to shit on nobody else, but we deserve to know about our people, our legacy, and who we were in the past. So that's what we on, man. How's everybody doing? Everybody's good? You enjoying your day? And we getting close to the end of the week. It's about to be Friday, payday. You know what I'm saying? Niggas' favorite day. When you out there and you grinding, you hustling, you gotta do what you gotta do. I understand, you feel me? But eventually we gotta get to the chasing the freedom instead of chasing the bad. When you chase the bad, people believe they can buy the freedom. You feel me? And in some way, maybe you can, you feel me? But I just feel like most people are just, running around in circles. It's a distraction. They'll never get to that plateau, you know what I'm saying, of where they can have that time and energy to be able to do the things that they're passionate about, that they want, that they love, that they desire. You feel me? So a lot of people just trying to survive out here, man. Because, the system, the matrix. But we got to create a space to come to outside of the matrix. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, man, that's what we on. But I remember not too long ago, family, I was chopping it up with my dukes, and she was talking about a member of our family, and she was just saying, on the conversation between, black men and black women and whatnot, how there could be a power shift in the couple, you know what I'm saying? Where somebody got all the power and somebody make a decision, you know what I'm saying, to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about to keep going like that. And they take their power. And then she was saying how she kind of has experienced that So I believe she was saying there was a 42 fake out, like a pump fake. You know what I'm saying? Like even like with my pops, like he passed away not too long ago. But I believe he was kind of like me too, though. Like I got deep, like childhood traumas and emotional, like issues or whatnot. So I'm very picky about like, being around people. You know what I'm saying? Being around certain energies, because I don't want to be triggered or be, I don't want to like have nobody influence me in a negative way. And so I try to meditate. Like I said, I try to learn, read, study, do things that's going to give me the results that I want. You know what I'm saying? And try to stay away from those influences that's going to bring out the negative out of me or the worst out of me, because that exists. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody have higher and lower self. So anyway, just trying to self-manage. You know what I'm saying? And learn yourself and manage yourself. But that the community is important. So anyway, all this arguing and debating, it ain't getting nowhere. At the end of the day, it's hurting the kids. But yeah, I believe it was a 42 fake out. And my dudes pretty much was saying that I think she went all the way for sure with the decision at first. Like with them splitting. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember my pop saying too one time, he was like, sure, I try to stay with you. And we can, try to work it out till the kids get older. I remember some of them conversations, because I'm the oldest child. So, I remember some of the stuff that the other ones might not. You know what I'm saying? They had certain conversations around me. But, so he left and like took everything from the crib. You know what I'm saying? I was telling him when, we chopped it up like 2 weeks before he passed. And the universe, allowed that to happen, for me to have that final, closure with my dad. But I was telling him I was in playing basketball in private school. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you I played sports, and it was a really good school. And it was hard for me to get there. Like I didn't have, because they took the cars. So Granddad George had to give me a ride to work, not to work, but to school and to practice. You know what I'm saying? And I told him it was rough at first. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he had forgot that, that's exactly how it had went. But I had to remind him, like, nah, Paul, so you had left, man. Y'all had split. Y'all had this stuff going on. It was rough, man. But he did suggest maybe we should stay together. But what it was he told my mother the story about, his mother, leaving when he was younger. I think he was like 5 years old, something like that. And he was saying that it was snowing, and that she was saying he asked where she was going, and that she had her bag, but she said she was coming back, that I'll be back, but she didn't ever come back. And so my mother, she felt very compassionate towards my father's story, his life story, his situation. She loved him. They was together for many years, even when they was young, because they had me when my mother was 16, about to turn 17. All right? And my father was like 20. And so they go way back. You know what I'm saying? They was together married for 16 years. And Scorpio and Taurus too. So that's a common match in astrology. And so she said she never loved no other man more than she loved my dad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure she really did. And from my observation, she was very giving. She was like that person in the relationship, like trying to repair his damages, whatever was wrong with him, she was trying to, be that person that he could go to, and which he did for many years. But when she was undecisive about the relationship and the future of their, of their relationship, it was not hard for him to go back into that dark place. You know what I'm saying? I was abandoned when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So if you leave me, then I have to continue life on my own. So I've been neglected, abandoned, stuff that happened. If you leave or make me feel any instability that you will leave, then I'm going to go about my business with no second thought to it. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that he built up a resilience and a dissonance, you know, when he was younger from having that negative experience, and that my mother was his safe haven. Like even with his second wife, he called her angel. He said that she was his angel and that she saved him. And so just so you can kind of get some, you know, understand his thinking a little bit, you feel me? You know, even though he's a grown man, he's thinking, you know, back to childhood and his earliest memories of having the negative experience of abandonment or neglect. All right? And so when the woman was unsure, when she was just pump faking, trying to get him to treat us better, trying to get him to be more appreciative of our situation, because sometimes you do get used to people. Sometimes you do get, you know what I'm saying? Like you get tired of people, you get used to them, you start, you know, taking advantage a little bit because, you know, they're going to do it anyway. And that's what I believe happened. I asked him one day when I went to Atlanta with him, I was, I think it was like '08, I was young. I went down there to promote my mixtape. So I was into, you know, the music real big. Y'all see I be making beats now, so, you know, I'm still into it. But that's what I went down there for. Me and Pops was chopping it up. And I was like, man, why you, I noticed you and your new lady, y'all got a different arrangement. You know, I'm not used to seeing you interacting like that. You know what I'm saying? But the person is a different person, different astrology, think different, everything. But anyway, he was just saying, with Cheryl, you know, I asked her to do it, Cheryl, do it. I ain't had to worry about it with Cheryl, you know. And whatever I asked her to do, Cheryl, she just do it. And so he knew that she was someone who he could confide in. But when that time came where my mother was feeling like she wasn't getting enough reciprocation, that's when, because females do that, you know what I'm saying? Won't give you no sex, you know what I'm saying? The energy get funny, you know, all that stuff happened, you know. But when I was younger, I didn't know, but I'm a grown man, so now I understand better, you feel me? But yeah, she was just trying to get him to treat us better and to not treat us so, you know, mediocre or common, like, you know what I'm saying? We so used to each other. That's what it was. And she did a 42 fake out, a pump fake, and the man kept going. And so, like I said, I deal with some similar issues like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, something like that happened to me in my life around the same time that my parents had that situation, you know what I'm saying? And I got 4 kids, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she got 4. And my dad, he ended up having like 6. Yeah, might be 7. But that's neither here or there, you feel me? We'll talk about it, but I'm just saying, you know, me and my being, we agreed to a separation when the energy was funny. And I was just like, wow, like, okay, cool, that's what you want to do. And I just was like dolo, you know what I'm saying? Well, she would leave and then only come back on the weekends. So I'm at the crib, you know what I'm saying? And then the kids, she would bring the kids back on the weekends so I could see them. But other than that, so the funny energy was already starting, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. You know, okay, cool. And so I went on, I ended up doing my own thing. Like, okay, I just started, you know, looking for something different. You feel me? Which is crazy because once you have kids together, you know, that's a whole nother dimension. It's not the same no more. It's more responsibility. It's more commitment, more, you know, more you got to do. You feel me? Like, because you don't want to leave your tribe behind. You don't want to leave, you know, you don't want to let your seeds have negative vibes, negative experience. You feel me? And so I'm all about breaking the generational curse. That's why I teach, you know what I'm saying? That's why I try to stay away from, you Niggas, I stopped listening to rap music for a minute. I ain't even want to hear no niggas talking. Because I just felt that black people are so ignorant. I mean, the top level. And that's why people view us the way that they view us. Like, we singing, we dancing, we all in church shouting. But you getting very negative results in your communities. You feel me? And so we got to get more, we got to figure out what we need to do to get the right results. And breaking up and doing all of that and breaking up the foundation, like having 4 kids with a man or having 4 children with a woman and then just jumping ship, that's crazy, because that's like making a very, very big investment and somebody just going into the account and taking the money and running off. That's what that's like. And so, before you start having all these babies with a man or with a woman, make sure that's who you're trying to be with, because the other person not trying to come in and be their father, be their mother. You know what I'm saying? That's not their kids. They're not going to think about them with the same energy. And so, that pump fake happened. I just started doing my own thing, and she got jealous, started stalking my Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Like jumping on the posts and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just doing the most. And then I went to go drop her off one day, and she started up a whole chaotic scene, because I was telling her, like, when I drop you off, I got somewhere to be. But it's new, because I'm normally loyal, I'm dealing with her, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really got too much going on. But I started moving around more, because you said we separate. So I still got love for you, still care about you, giving you a ride, you know what I'm saying? But I had to do my own thing, but she just became very jealous, created a whole scene just for me trying to drop her off, and got me locked up. And so anyway, I began to see the kids less and less. Even though I was around their whole life, I was witnessing them be born. If I didn't intend to be their father, I wouldn't have came to the doctor when they was born. If I didn't intend to be in their lives, I would have let my baby mama go through the whole pregnancy by herself, because I have nothing to do with that. But had I known that, that's what I would have done. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that, and I was all in. She wasn't by herself. She wasn't alone. Her feet was rubbed. Her back was rubbed. You know what I'm saying? I made food. You feel me? We had good convos. I talked to the babies while they were still in her stomach. They knew my voice before they even came out. So they love me, man. My babies love me, man. But yeah, mama got mad at me and then took them from me. And I just wasn't I wasn't financially in the situation to where I could do anything about it at the time. And so it was just like that for a while. You know what I'm saying? I went into severe depression. Like I said, it was around the same time it happened with my peoples in the 30s, early 30s. Went into severe depression, started drinking. You know what I'm saying? I never drunk. Never drunk in my life. I drunk before, but it was never to where like, I got to have a drink. Like, I just tried it before, but I just, just never stuck with me. I didn't like it. But I came severely depressed about my children because I cared about them. And if I was just any old fuck nigga out here, you know what I'm saying, I would have just kept going. I wouldn't have felt nothing. I would have felt nothing from the beginning. But I did care about them, man, so much, so it did affect me deeply. Even though I'm a man, maybe you don't understand that. But when you love somebody, you care about them, you feel connected, like bonded to them. And when you disconnect or you break that bond, that's hurtful. And so, pretty much. But in my situation, it was a little bit worse, but there was a pump fake. That was my point, that my mother admitted that she did a pump fake. I was like, wow, I never heard that before. So you would have got back with him then. You would have got back with him. You just wanted him to show a little bit of act right, but he didn't have enough resilience to make it through that because that was new. He never seen her do that before. And the relationship wasn't based on that. But at the end of the day, it affected me, it affected my brother, right up under me, my sister, and my youngest brother. You know, so the decisions that they made affected us, you know what I'm saying? And we all went on different life pathways and series of events happened, you know what I'm saying? Some situations, life-threatening situations, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we survived, we made it through, we still here, you know what I'm saying? The universe still watching us, still protecting us, the ancestors, the nature spirits, the spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? And everybody good for the most part, you feel me? Just, we still deal with traumas though, you feel me? And yeah, it ain't just my baby mama had power over me. I think she got like a power trip off our interaction, off our, you know, our dealings. But not realizing that everybody ain't like me, love. Like, it's just, when I got love for you, then you have infinite access, you know what I'm saying, to me, you feel me? But if I don't love you, I could really be an ass, because I love myself, you feel me? But the fact that I loved her so much, you know what I'm saying, she got away with a lot. And it just got worse and worse, you know. And so right now the children are going, you know, without their dad, which she's making me a statistic, and I teach Pan-Africanism, Black history, you know, natural science. Doesn't matter. She's put me in the same boat as everybody else. And I was just telling her, look, I want to break generational curses. That's why I'm teaching this. That's why I'm learning this for our family. That's why we're doing all of this. We want to change that. We don't like none of that. You feel me? We don't like none of that. And so, you know, I tried that. But when two people are not in agreement and they ain't on the same page, they ain't locked in, man, yeah, it's inevitable for it to crumble. And so sometimes women might pump fake. They might just want to try to get you to act right in my mama's situation. But in my baby mama's situation, she was just off the chain and we just got away with so much that she couldn't imagine herself being, being caught slipping, I guess. But yeah, she tried to be with my first cousin, man. And having 4 kids with somebody, you wouldn't think that a person would try to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got 4 kids, and that person don't have kids with nobody else. Showing you they're not just everywhere, just out here, just random. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any kids until I met her. You know what I'm saying? And so to be that invested with somebody and then make a stupid decision like that, that's just dumb. It's impulsive. It's animalistic. It's just not even thinking, just, oh, I want to do this, let me just do it. And you done made all this investment and all this time and energy over the years, putting all of that at jeopardy, putting everybody's happiness at jeopardy. Now she could have said, okay, look, I want to do my own thing. And that would have been cool, but let me see the kids. Let me see the kids. See, it's a vendetta. This is personal, what she's doing. It's really demonic. And so on my mother's end, she's a very sweet woman, but she's a very rough woman too. She got more rough after this separation with my dad, though. That's when the other side came out. She got a Capricorn moon. But just trying to weigh, everything on the scales and make it make sense, family. But y'all can see, man, y'all can check out my other videos. Like I said, I'm dealing with the RH positive, RH negative, ABO blood group study, you feel me? Showing you the consistency between the blood types, the blood groups, the immunological responses, showing you the different characteristics that comes with different groups of genetics. We got different groups, we show the groups, We show, you know what I'm saying, how to identify and all of that. And so, and it came out really well, and I discovered something that wasn't taught in the mainstream. And my point is that humanity did not start from Australopithecus, which is Lucy, that it was supposed to have been found in the cave of Ethiopia, which is a hybrid between a human being and a pretty much like a primate. So some type of species of primate in a human being. That's what an Australopithecus is. So with them saying that this is the oldest human fossils or remains found, they're negating the fact that Australopithecus is mixed between two different species, human and primate. And so for that to happen, okay, hybridization is when you mix two separate species together. So if you found Lucy and she's an Australopithecus with the genetics of human and primate, that means that there were humans that preceded Lucy, because Lucy could not exist without a original human that is not hybridized. So it's very funny that, you know, that teaching was able to live for so long that no one questioned. Like even Charles Darwin with the evolution theory, like saying that we came from monkeys, we came from primates. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that because there's a small percentage of human beings with a genetic mutation that is associated with Neanderthals and primate. Okay? That's not everyone. There's a small group of human beings. And so when they go to teach in the evolution theory and say that humans, everyone, all groups, come from monkeys, they're just saying that there's a small percentage of human beings that have genetic ties or ancestral connections to Neanderthals, which have primate DNA, which are monkeys. Okay, so like I said, that was one of my earlier discoveries, right? And I'm like, okay, I need to really thoroughly investigate when I'm doing this research, because everything has to be consistent. It doesn't make sense for you to have all these mutations and all of these blood groups and no one does not have mutation. That's impossible, because a mutation is a degenerative or degenerative change in the gene, right? That causes a loss of structure and functionality. All right? And so, like I said, if you develop melanoma skin cancer, which is a cancer that develops from not having enough melanin, genetically, immunologically, that is a degenerative change in the human genome, because it doesn't serve the purposes of adaptation and evolving. And so it's very important for human beings to have the solar adaptability, or have that solar genetic makeup, so that when the environment changes from cold to warm to hot, they're able to make those adaptations. All right? Now, with the world warming up, that's putting the people at jeopardy that are not able to make those adaptations due to not having enough melanin in their skins. Okay? And so that's just a little, ABC 1, 2, 3, basic 1, 2, 3, you feel me? But anyway, plenty of videos, 162 videos, I think, 163. Some of them is over an hour long, and it's just straight information. I'm doing, some of them are, what you call it? When you do the, like sometimes people use it when they do lectures. But anyway, I'm sharing my screen, showing the images of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing the definitions, breaking it down, and just making everything make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm on here to make sense, and I believe that, I have eyes to see and ears to hear and a mind to think, and that's what I'm using it for. You feel me? So I'm gonna do some videos like entertainment type stuff too, though. You know what I'm saying? But I want us to get out of the concept of having to be contained by another individual's thoughts. I just want to show individuals how to think so they can go and think on their own. They can go and not be contained by another individual unless they choose to. You feel me? Because it's like we're being bombarded with media, like social media, movies, like I said, the radio, the phones. I mean, we've been bombarded with other people's ideas. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. Ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, showing how me and my pops like went through some similar things, like had the 42 fake out with 2 different women. The 2 women had different makeups as far as like, values and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And when we got put in that position of like instability, it just makes you go back to that time, or that phase in your life, when you was reflecting, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, as a child, like, you go back to that childhood time, like whatever happened, it puts you right back in that time. And so the instability for me, it made me feel like that, like you trying to neglect me, you trying to come on, man, stop playing. Listen, we ain't about to do that. We ain't about to do that, love. That's very serious. Now I hope you serious what you're saying. I hope you about to stand on what you're doing. Because if you playing games, I'm not up for that. I'm the type of person too. I don't like to waste energy. Like I feel like a lot of things is a waste of energy. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel like my interaction with somebody is a waste of energy, I'm gonna just cut the interaction. It's not gonna keep happening. And so for me, that's very important. What's the old girl name? What's her name? Nicole Perspective. Hey, love, how did you come across the channel, love? Somebody shared it, or you a friend of somebody that's a subscriber to the channel? Because people come up and you see, you know what I'm saying? Some people have pictures, some people don't have a picture. But you can't really see who's talking. You can't really see who's seeing you. It's people seeing me and I don't see them. And so, it's a little weird, but it's all good. Let's make it known though. If you in the house, you in the building, say something. Don't have me up here just talking and you know what I'm saying? You ain't interacting. Because then I'm gonna feel like you spying on me. You know what I'm saying? We all family, we all community, you know what I'm saying? And we building, like I said, y'all hear me use the word a lot, not tearing each other down, not breaking each other down, not hurting each other, just trying to build. Not doing nothing negative, not committing no crimes on nobody, none of that. I just don't want to be in that energy from when I was little, from the stress, like being afraid, like that you're gonna get beat, you're gonna get a whooping, you know what I'm saying, smacked upside the head, or, you know what I'm saying, like, I just want to be away from anybody who got that chaotic trauma, you know what I'm saying, you got all that, don't be around me, because then you're gonna make me like that. Now you trying to make me into a monster. I'm not a monster, I'm not, but I'm very spongy, you know what I'm saying, so if you around me with a good light energy, smiling, and everybody having fun, I'm going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be on that. But if you come around and you negative and everything you doing is draining and you making it all about you and, you know what I'm saying, you doing emotional, what is it, bullying and shit like that? No. Got to be fair. That's another thing, too, that I noticed from being on this earth for 36 years is that most human beings don't understand what it means to be fair. It means to do Whatever is done on the left must be done on the right, just like a seesaw or a scale. You know, that's the Liberty sign for, Lady Liberty. I'm a Libra, so that spirit is just naturally in me. I think it's like 4. I got 4 Libras in my chart, in my natal chart. But yeah, most people don't understand what it means to be fair. Like if you understand that whatever decision that you make, there's a reaction to it. There's a duality, counter opposition or counter effect. You feel me? People just will be more mindful. Like, damn, I can't. If I do this, this gonna happen. They think they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and nothing gonna happen. And the universe, based on the law of attraction, the law of correspondence, right? The law of resonance, just dealing with energies and frequencies, being at a state of equilibrium. It's like in music, there's certain tones, it's vibrating at certain frequencies. And when you match them tones that mathematically are divisible and they synchronize with each other, you can tell because it blends, it's harmonic. And sometimes people just like trying to force their will in relationships and on other people that's gonna put up with it. Shit, I had a homeboy to say, I don't believe in relationship. I don't believe in none of that. It's just people putting up with other people's shit. You know what I'm saying? And some people agree to put up with other people's shit. And he was just saying that he's not going to be a person that's going to put up with nobody else's shit. You know what I'm saying? And so he was just saying, you see people old together a long time because they done put up with the other person's shit. And my pop said something like that too. He said, normally it's not 2 of the same type of people together. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be the giver, somebody got to be the taker. You feel me? And yeah, my mother, she served the role of the giver. And my baby mama seemed like she served the role of the, and I can't even believe I'm saying baby mama, because I never used that term until 2020. And I'm 36 years old. But yeah, the mother of my kids, baby mama, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so it's, it's crazy. Just, I don't know, it's just like, what do I teach my sons? When they're able to call me, when they're able to contact me without their mother, blocking and doing the foolishness that she's doing. Because it's going to happen. Like my mother said, there's going to be a power shift when she was talking about my peoples. And, she was just saying one day it's going to be a power shift. That control, that comfortability that you got, it's going to change. It ain't going to stay like that. Yeah, the children are going to grow up and they're going to be able to contact me without you having anything to do with it. You can't do nothing about it. Nothing. And you're just going to be a hurt person. Because, you'll never get your way. You should never get your way because that's evil. That's the things, to do things like that. To have everybody hurt inside while you happy doing, God knows what. Vanity, foolishness. Straight up, man. I'm not for that. That stuff need to be banished from the society. Any person acting or behaving like that does not understand the system of creation, then they need to go. They got to go away from me. Straight up. And so I just come on the screen when I'm ready to build and ready to, deal with some education. Other than that, I'm saying? I'm not dealing with that. I don't have to. And I recognize the pattern. I had situations where I could have got into other, I could have had other dealings, a whole nother family, a whole nother situation. But I was like, nah, man, it's going to be the same shit. Look at that shit, bro. It's the same thing. It's going to be the same as that thing. And after a while, you just start seeing the pattern. Then, it's like being in a dream when you about to pee on yourself and you realize, it's a dream, you know what I'm saying? So you get control over the dream once you realize what is a dream. And so that's kind of how it is. You know what I'm saying? I see the pattern, and we not doing that. There's nobody that's that important. The only reason why the woman ever had whatever power that she was, you know, I don't know, that she was, what they want to call it. There's a word that they like to use for it. Whatever she was gaslighting herself off of, it was untrue. The only reason why an individual could have power over me in that way is for me to be in love with you. Now, if that's not the case, I promise you, it's not going to be like that. It's really not. It's not going to be like that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we got some trolls because, like I said, I only had one individual who was willing to come forth and say anything. I guess they're just watching me. Yeah, I don't know exactly what they're watching for, but like I said, we're doing black news, we're doing black history, and we're doing natural science, all right? And we're choosing the path of light and the path of positivity and to make a positive difference in the world, even though we know there's both positive and negative. And I just admitted during the video that, even myself deal with both positive and negative, but I choose the positive, and I consciously choose to stay away from individuals that would bring negative out of me. You know what I'm saying? Just stay away from me if you're a non-caring person. If you're a narcissistic person that's bullying everybody around, most definitely not about to deal with that. If you can't self-reflect and you believe your shit don't stink, I most definitely can't deal with that. Yeah, it's just a few deal breakers for me, you know what I'm saying, that I just will never deal with again. And if I was the narcissist, this is another thing too. If I was the narcissist, then I wouldn't be able to be alone. I would have to have a slave, a captive. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have somebody up under me so I can treat them the way I want to treat them. You feel me? If the real narcissist cannot be alone. You know how they say misery loves company? Nah, they're gonna get another person that's gonna be in them shoes, that's gonna agree to submit to that bull job. And so it's ways that you can tell. I think I'm very good at identifying empathic and narcissistic traits in human beings. Plus, I'm a Libra, Scorpio cusp, and water is an empathic sign, and it deals with like intuition, and so I have a natural intuitive feeling about individuals, for me interacting with them. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. But anyway, like I said, Omnivision EU 360. Make sure you hit the Cash App, Omnis Mature 360 LLC. All right. If you want to come to the YouTube and join us in future builds, make sure that you hit that notification button, you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you share, you like, make sure you comment so we can actually engage. And I don't know what people are waiting for or watching for, but it's, we're doing what we've been doing. So anyway, I appreciate the newcomers, the new subscribers, and the new people who have been, blessed to join us and to show us some love, and everybody who's donated as well in the past. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that as well. All right. But yeah, once everything get good, family, everything gets straight, I just want to make it right for me and my kids. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I can be an inspiration to others, other dads who care about their kids. You know what I'm saying? Because kids shouldn't have to come up in a society without structure, without learning, without guidance. They're on tablets all day. You know what I'm saying? At night, they probably on the tablets looking at pornos and stuff like that. You feel me? Because you got them uncontrollable. I used to have them meditating, learning, when I, you know what I'm saying? When I teaching them about the blood cell study. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the nature walks, learning the different plants and the different birds and stuff like that, you know, like positive stuff. Won't nothing now, I won't put no negative in those kids, man. But since my influence is not around, then you have other people influencing them. And then there's a lot of the times in the society, especially when you're a black man, that you end up in jail, like incarcerated, prison, or the graveyard. And I know a lot of young brothers that I grew up with that's incarcerated right now. I went to school with them, grew up with them. They incarcerated, and a good amount of them in the graveyard right now. That's my age. It's supposed to be my age. And so, yeah, you can be raised up by your mama, but if you don't have no order, no structure, no discipline, the right values, they had you for no reason. You have a child to hand the child over to the government for them to be imprisoned and for them to be, for something to happen to them, for them to be shot and killed. And so it's like, if that's the end story, if that's the end game, then what were we even doing that for? Why did they even exist? So, yeah, I would hate to believe that my children existed for no reason. And so I want them to have good futures. I want them to like know how to read energies, like some of the stuff I'm learning about zodiacs and reading energies and stuff like that. Of course, I want them to be scientific minded. I always know that everything is about the universe. Okay? Everything is all about the universe. Yeah, and just, I don't know, I just want them to be productive. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad thing for something to go spoiled. You know what I'm saying? For you to lose something that had value and potential and you didn't get to make no use of it. It's just for no reason. And so if black women feel like they can raise children alone, especially with a black man that want to be there, but you mad because he won't do what you want him to do, that's just stupid. It's silly. It's goofy. Like, you hurting the kid, and you got some man that don't want to be there. You feel me? And they ain't gonna be there because they got other women, they got other situations. That's why I was saying, you got a man who ain't got no other kids by no other woman. You see, he not running around like that. You feel me? But anyway, yeah, stop doing that, because you might be handing your child over to the YT man, and the YT man get them. It's over. It's over. You failed as a parent. You have them for no reason. The fruit that they didn't turn out to be nothing. And so anyway, yeah, I just want to talk about that unity or nothing. Togetherness or nothing. Either we a tribe or it ain't nothing. Straight up. And so that's another thing. Sometimes it's hard to be in the middle sometimes with me too. Yeah, either we there or we ain't nothing. But anyway, it's all good. I ain't gonna hold y'all all day. I got stuff to do. Hopefully y'all got stuff to do. Love and light to the kings, the queens, the guys, the goddesses, black power, Ashe, salute. We're gonna do it again at a later date. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Like I said, share, like, comment, and let's keep this thing moving. Ashe, we out.